Good afternoon, Legacy Builders. Hope everyone is having a fantastic, marvelous Monday. Wanted to get on here and do a quick video training with everyone. This may be a little long video, not necessarily real long, but there's a few things I want to cover, right? But as you can, before I go over the main topic of the video, I want to talk about two quick things. The first thing is the Cash Flow Manager app. I've got well, in case you didn't know, there is the Cash Flow Manager app. It can be found in your Google Play Store if you have an Android phone, or if you're an iPhone user, you can go to iTunes and get your Cash Flow Manager app. So it's now a app if you was not aware of that. Okay. I hope everyone has been using it. I have been using it myself. I've had maybe one or two people that came to me was having some small problems with it. So I need everyone to start using that app if you haven't already done so, and let me know, not one-on-one phone call. Let me know here in the group if you're having problems with the Cash Flow Manager software, the new app. So this way we can try to do some training on it, right? I'm still trying to put some training together, but I want to see whether or not if everybody's having the same problem or different problems with the new app. Okay. For right now, maybe I've talked to two people individually who's having a little problems. But if it gets to 3 or more, then we might have to see about doing some team training. But for the ones who are having problems, I talk to individually or right here in Montgomery, we can definitely set up a time to where we can meet up individually and just take a look at it. I haven't had any problems with it thus far. So for those, for the two people that I talked to here locally, we can try to meet up and go over that. All right. So that's the Cash Flow Manager software. The second thing I wanted to go over is Q&As. Now, here's what I've been doing. Right, is and periodically what I'm going to be doing is putting some questions in there to for somewhat test our knowledge as far as us being business owners. We have to know these things about running our business, right, in terms of taxes. Trust me, I'm not going to throw any hard tax questions out there, but I want some engagement, so that way I know where everybody is as far as their knowledge set, as far as where they are, because this helped me determine what kind of training I need to put together for the team, right? So by all means, if I throw some questions out there on there, some poll questions, go ahead and be answering it. Don't worry about if you get it right. Don't worry about if you get it wrong. It's not going to be graded, right? This is not to make anyone embarrassed. Okay, this is about building each other up, so that way we can figure out what it is that we need to know that we didn't know. That's why we came in this. That's why we started this business. That's why we in this group. And so that way we can cover down on some things that we do not know, or some things that we were not aware of. All right, that's my whole purpose of putting those poll questions out there, is not to embarrass anyone, and as far as their knowledge, is to help everyone find out whether or not you've been getting you understand your rights as a taxpayer. That's what it's all about. Secondly, the other intent with that is I get a lot of one-on-one calls on different tax questions, and they all about the same, right? So instead of me answering them one-on-one, I much prefer to answer them in a one-to-many collaboration, pretty much right here in the team page. This way I can talk to everybody all at one time to answer the same question that I get one-on-one. Okay, and those who call me and I don't get right back to you at the same day or what have you, is because of the fact of my timeline that I'm working with, right? I mean, I still work, still running a business, and I got other obligations as well. So it's hard to get back to everybody in the same day. All right, but I can collectively address questions more efficiently right here in the team page. That's why I'm encouraging everyone to come to the team page and make yourself known as far as what kind of problems you're having, what kind of issues you're having. Ask the question, so that way, if I can answer your questions here, somebody else might be wanting to ask the same questions. Instead of them calling me, they can get the answer right here in the team page. Okay. It's a community. That's what the team page is for. A community to where we can get support. Look at this team page as your support vessel or your support tool. All right. So that's enough on the Q&A. All right. Now, what's the reason why I came and did this video today? This is about business license. Okay. This is one of the questions that I've been getting throughout tax season about business license, and that's because of the fact those who live in the state of Alabama and you've been getting paper audit have asked this question, because the state revenue department has now added a new requirement, feature, whatever your case want to be, as far as asking business owner about business license. Okay. But before I talk about business license, let me talk about the 5 business structures that will kind of help put this all in a good framework. All right. So you can go to SBA.gov, smallbusinessadministration.gov, and they lay out in great details the 5 business structures that business owner can run their business. All right. So let me go over them real quick. The first one is sole proprietorship. That means you're a single owner. All right. That's basically what it means. You're a single owner. It's a typical business structure that everyone pretty much starts off in and grow out of. Okay, but sole proprietorship is your typical business structure that a lot of startups go into. All right, the second one, limited liability company, LLC. This is basically a you start a company with a limited liability feature like a corporation. Okay, that's basically what it is a limited liability feature that you get as a corporation. And I'll go into a little bit more with that, with an example of that after I talk about the other ones. The next one is limited liability partnership, LLP. That's basically multiple of businesses join together. They form what you call a mutual agreement that say, hey, let's get together for this joint venture to build this business. That's what an LLP is for. Okay. C Corp. It's a large corporation with multiple employees. All right. That's a typical Fortune 500 companies that you see now, right? Things in as far as Burger King, Walmart, those Fortune 500 companies, they run it as a C Corp. And then the last one is an S Corp. It's just like a C Corp, but you taxed on a personal level, so it's a little bit different. Okay, S Corp is a little bit different than C Corp. They both one and the same, but the way they're being taxed is a little bit different. All right, now let's go to LLC, or let's put it in this context. You got sole proprietorship, LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp. Okay, what's different in between all 5 is, well, let me say this: all 5 business structures get the same tax benefits as far as operating under those structures. All right, the IRS recognize all 5 business structures. Okay, now they are all tax savings, just like we're doing right now. Sole proprietorship, LLP, LLC, S Corp, C Corp. They all get the tax benefits. Here's where it's different. All right, LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, they are known as incorporated. All right, they are known as incorporated, which means now you get what you call corporate protection. All right, so let me explain what that basically means. Let's say that you're a sole proprietorship right now. and your business, you're in the business of selling products. All right. Let's say you sold Cedric a product, and I got sick off that product. All right. Now, I say, well, I'm going to take this person and this business to court. Now, I get to court. All right. Plaintiff. All right. As a plaintiff. All right. So I'm saying to the judge, hey, I got sick. I want some financial judgment placed. This, that, another. If the judge gives me right to win that case, guess what happens to you as a sole proprietor? I get to seize all your personal and business asset, which means you don't have any corporate protection. All right. Now flip the script. If you was LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, same scenario. The only difference is I can't touch your personal assets, or I can't touch anything that is behind any of your assets that's sitting behind some kind of protection. All right. So that's where the corporate protection comes in at. It boils down to, does your sole proprietorship present any kind of risk? Now, if you're in MyEcon, if you're service-based, because I look at MyEcon as a service-based business, if you're service-based, then your risk is very minimum, if none at all. All right. But if you're sole proprietorship and you're a product-based business, then you might want to, but you got to be familiar with your products, right? And if your products is on an up and up, and it doesn't cause anyone any harm, danger, or whatnot, they don't have any risk. But if you are uncertain of the product, of what it can do to someone, then you might want to consider getting incorporated, so that way you have the corporate protection. That's where it's different. All right, now let's get to the business license, because that's what this video is all about. But I wanted to share the 5 business structures first. Now, everyone here more than likely is a sole proprietor. Okay, when they join a business, a home-based business, whether it's MyEcon or whatever other business venture that you're in, you're probably a sole proprietor. All right. What I'm doing some research in is, is a sole proprietor required to have local business license? Local business license. Now, I do know they're not required to have any state or federal license because of the fact they're not incorporated. See, this is the reason why I went over the 5 business structures. If you are incorporated, whether you are LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, you are required to be licensed, meaning you have to file an article of incorporation with the federal government. The federal government issues you what you call an EIN number, and then you have to get it filed with the federal government as well as the state. Okay, so if you operate in your business in those 4 business structures, LLP, LLC, S Corp, C Corp, you are required to have business license at the federal and state level. Now, the question comes into play is there a requirement for home-based business owner, whether you're under those 5 business structures or not, to have local business license? And that's predicated on the city or geographical location that you're in right now. And I'm here to tell you, before you start calling me and asking me, don't know every business license requirement in every geographical city. I'm barely trying to get up to snuff on Montgomery. All right, but I am going to find out in Montgomery. But I did put an article in the team page about business license, and then this particular city has a layout or a requirement of what they constitute as a home-based business, of why they need to go get a local business license. I don't know for certain if Montgomery is structured in that same manner, or any other cities have that same requirement. I do not know. So I'll be on Google all day long trying to figure it out in every city, but that's not my job to do. All right. Here's what I will recommend. Okay. Here's what I will recommend for everybody. Right. Whether you're a sole proprietorship, LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, if you're uncertain about your local business license requirement, then if I were you, I would go down to my local city, municipality, and ask the question, am I required to have a home-based business, local license for my home-based business if my business is internet-based? Okay? If my business is internet-based, meaning you're not selling products out of the comfort of your home or anything like that. Because in the article, this particular city is saying if you're running a home-based business and you selling products and you have people coming to your home and you selling products out of your home, then that business owner is required to have local business license. Now, in our case, our business is digitized, meaning it's internet based. Now, the question is, does the city or municipality is requiring us to have local business license with us having a home-based business that is internet-based? That's the question that we all need to ask, okay? So I wanted to get on here real quick because I've been getting a lot of phone calls from people who I've done taxes for or people who I haven't done taxes for, asks about business license. Different, not just in Montgomery, but there are other cities that for people who I've done taxes for who have asked the question, Cedric, they're asking for a business license. And the answer is, I do not know. It's based on the requirements of that municipality. So you're going to have to ask the question. You have to go down to wherever your municipality is and ask the question, are you required to have business license if your home-based business is internet-based? All right? Okay, so I hope this video kind of helps explain and address that question. Again, these are the type of questions I would like for people to ask here in the page because of the fact there are other people who are wanting to know. You just don't know who wants to know these type of who have these same type of questions, to where now if I answer one person, I could be answering for more than one. Okay, so use this platform, right, as your support vessel to get your questions answered, to get your issues addressed. All right. Okay, don't be embarrassed here. This is a page to where we all here are trying to grow. I can't stress that enough. All right. So listen, again, if you got any more questions about the 5 business structures, go to sba.gov. You can get some more details on it. But if you want to get your business set up and or get it incorporated, seek out a CPA or a tax attorney, right, to get some advice on it. Don't say it is not the expert on that, but say it does have some knowledge, a little bit knowledge on the difference in between those 5 business structures. But I by no means am I a CPA or a tax attorney. All right. All right, just wanted to jump on real quick and put some gold nuggets out there. Y'all keep tuning in, and I try to share whatever it is I have with you all. Whatever is mine is yours, and I hope y'all feel the same way here as well. Whatever you have to share, whatever you have that's on your mind that you think that be value added to your partners here, by all means share it right here. The only thing that I do ask is not to promote any business opportunities, all right? Because we have to be respectful for each other business endeavor. Not everybody's here is in my econ, but everybody in my econ has some other business opportunity in other business endeavors. I just don't want to use this platform as a business opportunity platform. This is a growth opportunity. This is a growth platform, all right? All right, so let me go back to my desk, and I will talk to y'all later. If you have any positive or negative comments, place them here. Let me know what your feedback is, because engagement is everything. This is how I know what I'm saying is resonating with you, or is it not resonating with you. If I'm just blowing hot air to y'all and it's going one ear and out the other, I want to know. Because if it is, then I need to change my my content. Okay, this is all for us to grow. All right, talk to y'all later.